Y'all, I'm a sucker for when it comes to quotes, and this morning I want to share a quote with you that really hit for me. I am got to get some work done this morning, so I'm headed out. I've got a couple of appointments, so I'm bringing my computer laptop with me in hopes that I can kind of squeeze some stuff in the meantime. But how many of you are filled with doubt and filled with this negative chatter kind of in your head that tells you that you can't do the thing that you want to do, that maybe you've got your eye on a prize, or you got something that you want to do, or maybe you're healing from some trauma in your life, or you're trying to escape a negative pattern, or maybe it's like goal setting. You've got a goal ahead of you that's kind of a dangling carrot that you're running after, and that you know that like you want a life that looks different than you have right now. Honestly, I don't know of a person that hasn't dealt with just kind of self-sabotage and dealt with thinking that they can't do something. I came across this quote. It says, "Believe you can, and you're halfway there." Do you realize sometimes that all it takes is just belief that you can do something for it to actually come to fruition? Sounds easy enough, right? Like, if you're a parent and you're sitting here and you're like, encouraging your children to do something, and you can kind of see the bigger picture, and they have the ability if they just keep trying, because the reality is that talent is just really disguised as hard work. And some, people are naturally talented. Let's just give them that, right? But most of us have to just work really, really, really hard. But when you work really, really hard, that hard work becomes kind of morphed into talent. The harder you work, the luckier you get. So I always say it to my kids, the harder you work, the luckier you get. So don't call it luck. Don't call it fate, if you will. Call it the harder that you work, the luckier you get. I shared a throwback of Quentin and I last year at this time. It was actually a year ago today. And just shared about people saying that we were lucky that we had one another. I think we were very blessed to have one another, but what we had wasn't luck. What we had was a lot of really hard work. And a lot of people don't talk about marriages being a lot of really hard work. And so I want to encourage you this morning. Anything worthwhile is worth working for, friends. Anything worthwhile is worth working for. And I want you to be encouraged that sometimes it's just positioning yourself to believe that you can actually do something, and stepping into that belief that you can go the next step or accomplish the next thing before you actually start to see results in it. You can be doing all the things, but if you don't truly believe that you can do it, then those things that you're doing are fruitless. So today I want you to take all that negative chatter, put it aside, and I want you to say, I believe I can do it. And if you believe that you can do it, you are halfway there. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for this big sign in the sky. If God's planted it in your heart, then he's asked you to follow through in action. Don't wait until you feel it to do it. Believe that you can do it, and you're halfway there. And when you position yourself with that belief and you walk forward in action, whoa, watch out. Life's got a lot of really great things in store for you. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not going to, encounter troubles and trials, just like it talks about in scripture. You absolutely will. But it will be able to give yourself that little bit more of an endurance and a foundation to keep pushing forward. When you believe in you, you are halfway there. So start with believing that God has equipped you and given you everything that you need to walk out what he's called in your life.